What an intriguing, fascinating time we are currently living in. Seriously, we've never been through this. I know people are saying unprecedented times, never been seen before, and every other single description that could possibly come up relating to the current pandemic. My greatest concern, though, is are we asking this question to the people we care about and even the people we know? Are you okay? Are you okay? Good morning, Jamie Hayes. Welcome everybody to JTInTheRaw, show 192. Show 192. Who would have thought we'd get this far in this ridiculous show where all I do is chew the thin on business? And after 30 years in business, or 31 years in business, I have just a few thins to chew. So I thought this week I might just, it's not going to be a long show, it's not going to be a normal length JTInTheRaw, because I thought I'd share with you a few experiences that I've had this week. And like everybody, I'm living on Zoom, spending a lot of time on Zoom. And the question that I start almost every conversation with is, how are you doing? How are you personally doing? Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Kerry over there in WA. You're up early this morning, Kerry. Great having you on board. Leash, how are you up there in God's country that they call Newcastle? Pete Crawford, how are you? Emma Coombs, as I live and breathe down there in the ACT, g'day. So my question is this. Frosty, I did see you there. G'day, Frosty. I start every conversation with, are you okay? How are you doing with this? And where are you at? Brett, Mark, good morning. And I wonder how many people, when you ask that question, A, genuinely give you the answer, or B, you genuinely hear the answer. So I think this time gives us a great opportunity to enhance our listening skills and to enhance our caring skills, to enhance our emotional intelligence. As leaders of teams, of families, of departments, we've talked about listening before, but I actually want to up that level of listening. Amanda Stevens, good morning. JP, Richard, good afternoon over there in Canada. I want us to up our level of emotional intelligence. And by no means am I an expert in this. By no means do I have a high emotional intelligence or emotional quotient. I don't know. I've never done any tests, but I don't think I do. But here's what I do think. And in these times of isolation, in these times when people are going through tough experiences that we're calling life as we know it, many people are asking, oh, how you doing? With a big smile on their face. Or how are you? Whatever that may look like. And we get an answer, but the response that we then get back from that individual is not necessarily congruent with the answer that we gave. The answer that we gave. John just bounced off of Zoom and you're on now as well. Emily Sopo, good morning. Wow, the people are here. So the thing that I think is really important for us is that if we ask somebody, whether they be a team member, a family member, or even a friend, how are you doing? Are you okay? That we turn these fucking things on. And we listen, and we really listen to what that person says. We listen to how they say it. We listen to the words that they use. And if possible, we even see their body language. That's the beautiful thing that I am seeing right now on Zoom, is the fact that we've got Zoom. We can actually see some body language. But if you really care about somebody, a team member, then you will deeply understand and listen to their answer. Their question to the question, how are you doing? Are you okay? For many of the people that I've spoken to this week in business, the answer that they've given me has been long-winded. They've waffled. They're not really sure how they actually feel, even a degree of numbness. And for me, doing these all day, every day is incredibly draining. But this is my job. This is what I do. This is what I love about helping people. And as a leader in your business, when you're asking your team members whether they are currently stood down or they're on furlough in the United States, or whether they've actually been made redundant, or they're looking for a job. If you're asking your team how are they doing, they could be numb, they could be angry, they could be frustrated, they could waffle, but your job is to stay engaged with that answer. Your job is to listen to that answer. Your job is to let them vent. Your job is not to judge. Your job is to listen. And perhaps just that venting, perhaps just that sharing is enough for that individual. Perhaps they're looking for you for guidance. They're looking for you for some direction. They're looking for you for some support. As leaders, we have to step up at this time. And that stepping up is really difficult at a time like this to present a vision for the future, because for many of us, we don't actually know what that vision looks like. There are too many variables. So perhaps simply work with that individual with when are they okay, giving that answer and saying, let's just try to set a little mini goal, a mini challenge that we want to try to achieve over the next 2 days, 3 days, or a week. We haven't got to be thinking long term. And as leaders, we often think visionary, we think distance, future, where we want to head to. Let's just focus on the now. Let's work with our team, and when we ask, how are you doing? Are you okay? We hear the answer, and then let's work out a plan for them to move from here to here just over a week. At this time, people need reassurance, people need support, people need to know that we've got their back. You need to listen closely. Maddie Wright, Nikki Williams, Paul, good morning. How is everybody? So here's what I want to do. For those that are watching live or on replay, I want you to tell me in the comments, how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you being challenged? Where are you at? And you know what? If you want to have a phone call with me over the weekend and vent and share, I'm going to put myself out there and I'm going to say I'm here for you guys. You guys watch JTInTheRaw every week. I'm so grateful that you do. But I'll put it out there. If you want to have a conversation with someone and just talk, I'm here over the weekend for you. I'm here anytime for you, by the way. But I'll make myself particularly the best. Maddie Clark, thank you for being honest. Doing my best. That's all we can ask, is that people do their best. But we need support from each other. We need support from our team. I guess it's a deep and meaningful JTInTheRaw this week. Probably less operational, less practical things that we do. But on the flip side, maybe it is more practical. Maybe it is more practical by us just sitting down and having conversations with people. Not about work, but about life and about them and how they are doing. Nikki Williams, holding up. Hope you're okay. Nikki, if you want to talk, I'm here. Maddie, if you want to talk, I'm here. Just message me. This is an exciting time, and for us, we can look at lots of different exciting things. But we have to keep our shit together as leaders. And it's hard work. Let's support our team. Frosty, 4 kids at home schooling. Work balance, balancing work is very challenging. Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. Shannon, I just saw a thumbs up from you. I hope you're doing okay. And if you need anything from us, you just yell out. We are here for you, Shan. We know what you're going through. Send your kids over. We'd love to have a play. Can we have social distancing play dates with our kids? God, that'd be good. Jacob, good morning. So it's a question of the day, whether you're watching live or on replay. In the comments below, tell me how you're doing. I want to know how you're doing, because if I need to reach out to you, I will. Lots of people watching, tell me in the comments, how are you doing? How are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned in to JTInTheRaw, same time every single week. And we always finish the show with quote of the week. Quote of the week is simply this one. How are you doing? How are you doing? That's quote of the week. The action step for the week is to really listen, to be empathetic, and use high emotional intelligence when you get the answer to that question. When you get the answer to that question. And by the way, if you are running Zoom calls and people have the option of opting in to those Zoom calls, and for whatever reason they haven't been jumping in, then they're not okay. So pick up that phone and call that person, because there's a reason why they haven't jumped on that Zoom call. We don't know what that is. Pick up the phone and make the call. Engagement and socialization is still important for us. We still need to connect. As human beings, it is in our DNA to connect. It is not in our DNA to isolate. And when we are isolated, things go awry. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to reach out to people. I want you to reach out to someone today. I want you to reach out to someone over the weekend. And I want you to say, are you okay? You doing all right? Vent, share, whatever it may be. You are late, Amanda Brax. Are you doing okay, Braxy? You got a hangover from all that wine from your birthday last night? If you're watching JTInTheRaw as a regular, you'll know Amanda Brax is regular, and it was her birthday yesterday, so very happy birthday, Amanda Brax. Big shout out to you. Derek Friday, g'day, how are you over there in the US? Hope you're doing well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings the end to JTInTheRaw this week, show 192, with the question, are you okay? If you want to have a chat with me over the weekend about anything, just message me on Messenger, put a message in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemen, please reach out to someone, make sure that they are doing okay. It's tough times for everybody. Show high emotional intelligence when you're listening, and be there for your friends, your family, and your team. I will catch you guys on the flip side next week.